Hi Aquarius, how are you? I hope you've been doing really good. This is your reading for July 20th to July 27th. Yeah, 1 week. And I've shuffled and brought out your cards already, so we're going to get right into it. You are having a very um what word should I use? Your week is fast moving. Yes, because you have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Five of Pentacles. I'm sure you're like, where's the movement, right? We still have Eight of Pentacles, like even more no movement. And then there's the Ace of Wands, and at the bottom of the deck, there's the Queen of Wands. So the energy that I am getting is that from these three cards, the Five of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and also the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you have been working diligently on the things that the goals that you have. Your manifestations, you have not been in any form of haste. You've been giving the right amount of nourishment to the things that you are building, to the things that you have planted, and um, you are anticipating, um, you are anticipating everything coming to fruition, but you are not anxious. You are not you're not patient. Basically, you're not rushing nothing, right? This is a very good, like very very good trait, because like things need time, you know most of the time things need time, but at the same time you've had too many experiences to know that there are many things that take time, and there are many things that also don't take time, right? There are some things that it's just divinely aligned for you to experience them all at once, just like at the same time, or for it to feel a bit more hasty, for it to feel like it is more fast moving. So basically, why did I take my time to explain all of these things? Is because, as I said, this is such a beautiful trait, but you are being called like so deeply this week. Like I will be okay. I'm not shuffling again, but like I wouldn't have been surprised if judgment was somewhere around. But I guess I'll be the voice of judgment for you this week. You have an opportunity coming in regarding your stability, regarding your finances, your home life, your health. It's raining, by the way, so I hope you can hear me clearly. 303 on the timer, as I said that. Yeah, so basically, there is an opportunity coming in for you this week for movement. And the movement is not like, I can see this Ace of Pentacles coming in. This is a large coin, right? But then the advice is that you need to move. You need to move and gravitate towards this pentacle that is coming in. This opportunity that is going to create ripple effects in many other areas of your life. You need to move. This is not an opportunity that is coming in and saying, oh, let's give this thing time to manifest. Let's give it time to, let's think about this. Let's strategize. This is something that will require you to move. Um, it could be an opportunity that already requires you to move, or it would be an opportunity that you can decide whether or not moving is necessary for. And I keep saying moving, now feels like you're moving houses, but yeah, like if moving is necessary, okay, let me see if I have an example. You could get an opportunity that is like literally, um let's say you have an opportunity. I'm a model, so like if I have an opportunity to travel, like, oh yeah, you have a job, you have to come to London, do this, do that. Basically the job is in London, that requires me to literally physically move 444, as I was saying that. So maybe you're a model, you're into entertainment, I don't know, but at the same time, yeah, so that's one opportunity. Some other opportunities would come in modeling where it's like, um there is this job. It's right here where you are. Um, and whoa, I think I lost it. But I feel like you will get it. Some opportunities just come with like specifically, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. Do you understand about it and stuff? And then some others you'll be like, okay, yeah. So maybe um it's a collaboration that comes in or something, and like I'm like, and they're like, oh, like we can both decide. Both the company and me can decide where we would have it, and um all of those things. And like I could choose that, like I want to do it in like a far place somewhere on the mountain, something like that. Do you understand? Because like I get to choose how it goes. And I could also choose to just like, have just like a boring shoot and just be like, oh, let's just do it at the studio. Let's just meet at the studio, and let's just work with whatever we have. Or we can go like all out. And like it's like both of these opportunities are in your hands, right? So this is a fast moving week. That's why I said like you need to be moving this week. Yeah, don't slow down for any reason. Like you don't need to slow down for any reason. And that's why I took my time to explain how you have been slowing down, and how you have taken your time and you've allowed your life to manifest, or to materialize as it should, with divine alignment, with no haste whatsoever. That is the most commendable way to go about this life, because people are always trying to make you rush things and stuff. But what I'm saying, and I'm not even advising to rush, the cards are not giving you advice to rush. They are just telling you that you have an opportunity this week to have a different thing going on. This week you're not going to be watering your plants just like, slowly, and then like, all of the things you have been doing. This week you're probably, gosh, I just saw 707 as I was about to say, you're probably harvesting this week. So you're probably harvesting this week. Well, that's interesting. 717. Again, there's a harvest. What I'm even seeing is somebody coming out of their house in the morning and just like looking looking at their farm land and just being so grateful. The sun is shining on it. It rained at night, and everything, is so nice. And then, like, 2 days later, everything is ripe, and like it's a different scenario in the morning. You're not coming out stretching, having tea, and just blessing, the environment for being beautiful. You're going into the farm and you're removing things and you're putting them down, and you're, sorting through things, and which one are you taking to the market, or which one are you eating at home with your family. That's what this week feels like. That's what this week feels like. So like you are so deserving of these opportunities that are coming in. You're so deserving of it. And I feel like I'm called to say like you've gotten so used to things being just like steady, or slow kind of. Yeah, I don't like to say slow because like nobody wants to get used to anything slow. But let's just say steady. And then something is coming to like shake up your experience and just like cart you into a whole different experience. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, because it's an opportunity for something exciting. Yes. So this is the beginning. Don't be scared. Maybe you don't want to move out of where you are or something. Like you probably are not moving or something. Yeah, I don't know about that. But then, like, this is the beginning. If the whole year has just been, it's okay. This is the beginning. This week marks the beginning of excitement. Like, there's going to be opportunities to do fun and exciting things. Take that invite, go out, enjoy yourself, reap the fruits of your labor, take the recognition, take the gifts, receive. You don't always have to be working, you don't always have to be moving. uh, as I said, this is a very beautiful energy, but this is not your energy this week. You are actively coming out of the energy of planting and nurturing and all of that, because the truth is when it's time to harvest, you can't plant or nurture. There won't be space on the land to plant, and you can't nurture something that is already ripe. You have to harvest then. But sometimes we get addicted to planting, we get addicted to the process. And as I said, it's so beautiful. Like, if I didn't fall in love with my process, I wouldn't have been able to reap the fruits of my labor at any point, because falling in love with the process just helps me. Like, I'm so connected with the results. I'm so connected with the things that I'm harvesting because I watched it. I watched it grow. I did all I could. I am super satisfied and fulfilled. But what would my life look like if I got to the end and I said, no, you know what? It's just, I'm not gonna take even one mango from the tree. I won't just take even, like, I won't even plug it. I'll just let, now that it's ripe and stuff, I will just let the birds come and eat it, or I'll just leave it to fall and rot. It's kind of like, no. Like, is that really just because you don't want to walk into the farm and plug them? Is that like, what have you been doing, right? 11:01, as I said, that somebody out there needs to know that it is time. It is time. Everything has its time. There's planting season and there's have 11:11. There's harvest season and this is harvest season. So stay open to it. Stay open to it. Don't lose your ability to be patient with life. But I feel like you don't also confuse that, or don't create a barrier to good things just because you're so used to waiting for good things. Like, nobody wants to wait for good things and then die without the good things. So yeah, this is your reading. I love you guys so much. Please enjoy yourself as much as possible this week. Enjoy yourself as intensely as you would work. That's another thing. Yeah. You need to enjoy yourself as intensely as you would work. So yeah, I guess that's it. Have a lovely week ahead. I love you. Mwah. Ciao.